What's up, everyone? A special 2014 NHL draft review. Quarantine still ongoing. Social
Yeah.
distancing, isolation, whatever word you want to use. Do you want to talk about the 2014 draft this time?
Self-isolation, 2014 draft. How's the weekend going?
Pretty quiet.
Yeah. Were
Yeah.
you you did a little family FaceTime this afternoon?
Yeah, I've done like a weekly FaceTime or a Zoom video, so
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah, we did a fun with some of my family back home. We did a Yahtzee game
That's cool.
yesterday. Yeah, it was really fun. We played 2 games, took like an hour and a half. There was, I think, 6 of us playing. Each took turns rolling our own dice. It was really fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. So so here we are. Quick hits on the drafts. 2014. Who went first overall?
That would have been, was that Ekblad?
Yeah, Ekblad draft. We got fact checked on our last one. Remember, we said McDavid, Eichel, Pierre-Luc Dubois. I said, but it was actually Strome that was chosen before Marner. So
that's a fail on your part.
Yeah. So we bought like $90 worth of beer yesterday from Category 12, one of our favorite breweries.
You drink it all?
We drank half of it, and it was supposed to last longer, but it didn't. We played an hour and a half of our hybrid game on the floor downstairs here, which we live Instagrammed. You saw that epic battle. And then we played some Wii golf.
I heard a lot of, I started some just very weird comments of the Instagram live.
Yeah, there was some weird comments.
People were confused.
I don't think many people were watching, but
I jumped in a couple times and there was no one else there.
No. But then after the fact, it got some views. So one of the beers we didn't drink last night was one of our favorites from Category 12, the Juicy Data.
Nice.
So that's. I just have half a tall can right now. Red just got the rest. So at number 8, the Leafs chose William Nylander.
Great pick.
This is almost like, if we're just going to go back behind anyone behind Nylander, who do take instead of him today, I think it's kind of obvious.
There's a few players you put that take there.
There's some good players. Because if you're trying to, there's some good players. So at 9, Ehlers. Yep. And he's currently making $6 million for 5 more years, which isn't terrible.
Great contract.
Good contract. Then I know a lot of people wanted that Leafs to take this guy, and it was Nick Ritchie.
Yeah. No.
I know in a lot of mock drafts, but at the time he was sort of the big power forward of the draft, right?
Yeah.
And people thought that that's what the Leafs needed. Kevin Fiala, Brandon Perlini.
I like Verana.
Jacob Vrana at 13 to Washington. Yeah,
I like him. He's a good player.
He's a player. Nylander was ranked 9 though. Like Bob McKenzie's pre-scout rankings had him at 9.
He was right there.
Yeah, so it's not like the Leafs swung and missed on that pick.
Yeah.
The first D chosen after Willy in that draft was Julius Honka from Dallas.
He's all right. He's good.
Okay. He's only played 87 games in the NHL though.
He's in the KHL.
What's that?
I think he's a KHL player.
Yeah. And then interesting, after 15 was Dylan Larkin. Good player. I mean, I think he's every bit as good as Willy. In a lot of,
I think now you look at how good Willy's been this year, his contract. But there's some real good players down that draft though. Someone late that I would take over him.
Guess who was chosen at 22 in that draft?
Kapanen.
Yeah, Cappy. And you know what his pre-draft ranking was? 11.
Yeah. So
he fell 11 places in the first round, which is, if you're a third rounder and you go 11 places, not a big deal. But what was the story? Do you know why he fell?
Can't remember.
Or maybe he parties too much.
Like you?
Only
like alcoholic, saying that you're the drunkest since game 2 against Boston.
I think I was.
You shouldn't social media and drink.
No, but I was pretty restrained on social media. That's the only thing I tweeted all night.
It could have went sideways.
No, yeah, coulda.
The golf one where you're just like crushed. That was kind of like ironic that you said that.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know what? Okay, if I'm that drunk and the Leafs are actively playing, yeah, then the takes would get out of hand. But there's nothing going on,
Fair.
right? So, what could I possibly have said that would have been taken wrong last night? But yeah, so and then the 25th pick in the draft, David Pastrnak from the fucking Boston Bruins. That's the guy. That's the guy you'd flip right now, right?
Him or Point.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Exactly. So Point was taken 79. So I mean, he was kind of one of those third round hits that teams get. But you know, he's got two more at 6.75. So like in 2 years, his contract is going to be way higher than Willy's is now.
He's a centerman though, but I think like you look at value, like you're probably taking Pastrnak over Willy.
Mm-hmm. And just for all the people that are unhappy about, because he just plays a different game, a little tougher. How much of Pastrnak do you think, though, is a byproduct of the line he gets to play on and the city he gets to play in?
I was thinking that like if you put Willy on that line, does he raise his level because he's playing with Bergeron and Marchand to become more defensive minded? You kind of see that a little bit with Tavares. So I think there would be similar successes for Willy if he's playing with those two. I think you put anyone with Bergeron, you're going to be successful. Kind of like with Tavares, with Marner last year, and then Willy this year being up with there. Like he's having a career year, and guess what? Always playing with John Tavares.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think if you put Pasta with Tavares and whoever the rotating winger of the day is based on injury, he would be the player he is with those two guys.
That's fair.
But you know, I don't know enough about draft Pastrnak and his game. I mean, whether he was always considered a grittier style of player or what his deal was. So I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure.
But to the point, Willy's having a better year than Braden Point now, and he actually had the season not ended, he would have matched his numbers from last year. So Willy's got it. He's every bit the player that Point is.
Point put up 90 points last year.
Yeah, he did.
Willy was not on pace for 90. Willy's on pace for like 70.
But I looked at look at points, but 41 goals.
Yeah.
So was Willy at what does Willy have this year? 35?
Just over 30, I thought.
Just over 30. So he might have got a heater, might have got high 30s, which is still, you know what, no one saw that coming, except maybe Willy. He was pretty confident going into the season. So that's a 2014 draft. Happy with our pick. If you looked at the top 10, there wasn't really any busts in that top 10. Everybody kind of is playing in the NHL. Reinhardt, yeah, Del Cole. Oh, and I think the Josh Hosang draft was the 2013 draft, actually. Yeah, he was in.
No, he was picked. Yeah, I think he was picked at the end of the first round.
Okay, 28. I forget. He was picked 28 in the 2014 draft, yeah. Sam Reinhart was picked number 2 in this draft.
Been a great player.
Yeah, no issues there. No, I mean he's been stuck in Buffalo. I mean that can affect a guy's career.
But just like a second line center though, like that's Buffalo hasn't been great, but he's a good player. Like obviously the darling of this one is the Leon Draisaitl, absolute stud. Probably wins MVP this year.
At number 3. Are they gonna do awards this year if they just cancel the season?
I would think so.
Mm-hmm. Do you think in your heart of hearts that they'll be a Stanley Cup champion for the 2019-2020 season?
I don't even know. At this point, though, even if they do it, it doesn't matter. It's not going to have the same cachet. Like, if the Leafs win this year, it'd be just, like, horrible because it's like, it's not a real Stanley Cup. Yeah. I don't think anyone wants to win the Stanley Cup, to be honest, because it's kind of like,
so tainted.
Yes.
Like, I would see a scenario where Canada would be ready to go, but the States would be about a month behind being ready to go for sporting events.
But you can't do
At
that, though.
least a month, and you can't do it.
The players are all over the world, though, right now.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It doesn't even matter.
And I don't like logistically. I don't think they even play one more game this season. I think it just gets striked off the record.
Well,
like
I'm starting to read articles now
lockout.
that it's like the NFL is not going to have a full 16-game schedule, that they may have a reduced schedule.
That's insane.
Yep.
That's crazy. So we're going to keep these segments short and try and do one every day. So just a little tease for tomorrow. If a person can count backwards, they know what's coming. It's the 2013 draft. And a little tease, it's the GOAT. Whenever we look at drafts like the GOAT, where you think, oh, we didn't get the best pick, I always like to look at the pre-draft rankings. And so we'll kind of weigh that out tomorrow as well.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right. I like your background.
Yeah, well, more PG friendly today.
Yeah, you got to show me how to do that, because that looks just like the neon that we have in the podcast room.
It is the neon one in the podcast room.
Oh, it is ours. So you took a pic of it?
Yeah.
On your phone. Okay, and then you made it in the back of You're techie. You're very techie. That's a pretty dopey observation, or lack of observation by me.
Yes.
But I didn't see the on-air part because your shoulders are covering it, so I just saw the sign. But it comes off well in that format.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll talk to everybody in the next day or two about 2013.
Sounds good.
All right.